for joining me on this first episode of Life with Mike. And on this first episode, I really want to focus on the real secret on how I lost more than 100 pounds. But before we get into that, I really want to show you a little bit of my background, where I came from, a little bit about myself so you understand where I'm going. I was raised in the Mission District, raised in San Francisco, went to 6 different high schools. I was a little bit of a troubled kid. Gave my mom a lot of problems, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little, wild child. But my pops left me, so what can I say? I felt a lot of anger, I felt a lot of hurt. I couldn't really cry about it, so I just held that anger in. All my life, pretty much. And then dealing with other type of issues that I'll get into later that really affected me growing up. Until recently, maybe about 415 days ago, where I started my journey on getting myself better. Mind, body, soul. But these are the areas that I was running. And these areas used to always smell like urine. Poop, dog, cat, human feces. It didn't matter. It smelled bad. But you know what? This was my stomping ground. This is all I knew. And living in these streets, it kind of conditions you a little bit harsh. But I wouldn't change it for the world. It's made me who I am today. So this was behind my old house. This is my fuel. This is the best burrito place in the world. Just know that. Just know that. I don't care if I'm vegan or not. I'm not gonna front. Viandas is right here. This was like our favorite. This is our staple. It's what you do after you go here. You go here. They have the best. They have the best of the best. But I can't have none of it. Oh my God, it smells so good, but I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. But they're still good. They're still good. And then, you already know, when you see this, you're in a mission. When you see that, you're in a mission. Alright? And then, around the corner, with the bus is blocking it. Had a lot of adventures on those buses. A lot of cables being pulled on those buses. Y'all know why, but that's another story. But yeah, there goes the Mission Culture Center. This is what these yuppies don't know about, or don't give a damn about. But this is what makes San Francisco, San Francisco. Literally. What makes San Francisco, San Francisco is this right here, bro. There's this Mission District. Don't you ever forget it. These are the people that made this city, man. Because it wasn't even ours. There's Mexico, and then even before Mexico was the native of the land, the natives of the land. So, you already know, we gotta let it be known. This alley wasn't so glamorous, you know what I mean? When I lived here, this alley was like the murder alley. This is where a lot of initiations and drug activity, a lot of stuff, a lot of drug addiction, a lot of violence. So it's nice to see it nice, but this wasn't like this, you know? That roof right there, I would jump off of it all the time. Trying to meet the maker. But he had different plans for me. Way different plans for me. He wanted me to help you. That's why he kept me alive, you know what I mean? He kept me alive. This was my garage was ours. This is where my mom used to do all her woodwork, and my dad as well. That's another garage that we also own or rented, and we allowed quote-unquote family to live there. But this was it right here. This right here is the Andes, blood. This is the back of the Andes. I remember when I was a young boy, my dad used to work here, and the guy used to come hella early in the morning, and he used to hook my dad up because he knew we were, struggling. And the delivery guy always used to give us some treats, man. The Andes was like my best friend. And then you got La Taqueria just next door. You can't lose. So this was the alley. I used to jump these roofs when I was a kid, trying to commit suicide. I'd hate to be dark, but that's what it was. But for some reason, God never allowed it. This was the apartment we lived in when my dad left us and left me. That was my room right there, that window. And I stayed up for 4 days. Literally 4 days, I'm not gonna lie. No sleep, thinking, oh man, he's gonna come back. He always does this. But he didn't. After the 4th day, I realized, yo, he ain't coming back. And that's where abandonment issues started. That's where all of this starts from. So I had to come back from where I thought it started. And sometimes we don't understand and we don't realize that we're carrying all this anger, we're carrying all this depression, all this sad feeling around, even though we may not even cry about it. We just tough it out, and we may show anger. We may be a little more cutthroat. We may be a little more hurtful. But the reality is, we're hurting inside. And that was the thing that I had to dive into and be like, you know what? I need to heal. In order for me to feel better, I need to heal. And I need to dig into these emotions that I haven't wanted to dig for a long time. And you know what? And just start healing. Start healing. Because you can't let somebody else try to fix you. That same person that has caused the damage, they're not going to know what to do. And we're waiting for those people to come around and apologize or give us that validation, when in reality, we got to validate ourselves. So I encourage you to dive into your emotions. If you got to cry about it, if you got to scream, if you got to do whatever, do it. Because it's legitimate. We've gone through a lot of stuff in life. But guess what? We're survivors. We're out here and we're not going nowhere. Because God has a plan for us. So I pray that you will be healed. I pray that you will be healed. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, every aspect of your life. That's the point of this whole thing that I'm doing, is to bring healing. Everybody needs to heal. Yes, you need to lose weight, but you need to lose the emotional, the mental, the physical, all of that weight. So that's what I want to focus on. This is Life with Mike. I love you. Thank you.